impressed us all. So we're so excited for you to see him tonight on the big stage. Start going nuts for our Lumo local winner, VX!
How you guys going?
Good.
Back in high school, I used to hang out with Aussies. And one day, one of my Aussie mate, Wayne, said to me, "You know what, Vit? You're pretty cool for an Asian." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You know, you're Asian, but you're not Asian. You're like one of us." And guys, never in my life have I ever felt so privileged and oppressed at the same time. So I love Australia. We're such a multicultural country. We share each other's food and cuisine. So if you like Argentinian food, I go in the city, walk to a nice fancy restaurant, and a nice steak, medium rare. And if you like Vietnamese food, I go down Hanson Road, walk in a Dungy Vietnamese restaurant, have a bowl of Vietnamese beef noodle soup. And if you feel like the real Australiana food, let's rock up to Bunnings, have sausage sizzle. But I do feel like some Aussies are trying to be so multicultural that it comes off offensive. Like I got this non-Vietnamese mate, right, that tried to lecture me where the best Vietnamese food joint is in Adelaide. It's like, bro, you gotta try this authentic Vietnamese dog rolls. Yeah, it's nice crispy bread, nice juicy pork cracklings, pickled carrot, cucumber. I was like, wow, that doesn't sound too bad. And it was like tomatoes. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Avocados and a drizzle of mayonnaise. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure the Vietnamese food joint you're referring to is Subway. That same mate, right, invited me over for dinner. He served me a bowl of Vietnamese beef noodle soup. It was actually quite delicious. I was offended. Not because he served me my traditional dish, but sat me down on a kitchen bench, served me the bowl, while all his family and friends sat on a dinner table eating pizzas. So I'm Vietnamese Australian, but my parents are really carefree. They're really chill. They're not the typical crazy Asian parent, right? They're like, son, do what you want to do. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion. I told them my dream is to become a stand-up comedian. And guys, here I am today.
Viet, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, that conversation was a year ago. I haven't heard or seen them since. There's some perks being Vietnamese Australian though. One perk is that we all look young. So when me and my family go to the movies, we all get a kids pass. Even my grandparents. There's some disadvantages being Vietnamese Australian. One disadvantage is when I fly from Vietnam back to Australia, I get stopped by border security. They pull me aside, open the luggage, pull out dried fish, pull out the pickled onions, and push the suitcase back to me. And that, guys, is a smuggling cocaine. People say it's very hard to tell the difference between a Chinese and a Vietnamese. I don't think that's true. I actually think it's very easy to tell the difference between a Chinese and a Vietnamese. All you have to do is walk up to the car and see what class Mercedes are driving. If it's a C class, they're Vietnamese. If it's an S class, they're Chinese. And if it's the E class, they're Singaporean. Back in the day, you didn't see many white girls go for Asian guys. Because Asian guys were stereotyped as being nerdy and weak. Nowadays though, a lot of white girls will go for Asian guys. Because white girls know if they date an Asian guy, they'll either land themselves an accountant, an engineer, a doctor, or a drug dealer. All make good money. Back in the day, I used to be a porn addict. And as a porn addict, it really ruined my self-esteem and my self-confidence. Because every time I watch porn, all you see on the screen is a big, massive dicks. And when I look down, I'm like, no girl would ever want this. So to fix my self-esteem and my self-confidence, I decided to stop watching Japanese porn. Have you guys seen an animal documentary by David Attenborough? Yeah. Do you know in Vietnam we love watching that show? When instead of airing National Geographic, we're airing the Food Channel. And when I was in Vietnam, I watched one of his shows, and he said, birds are the most accomplished aeronauts the world has ever seen. You can fly high and low, at great speed and very slowly, and with always such precision and control. But when I read the subtitles, it said, to prepare this dish, you must first cut the meat in half. Marinate the meat, making sure you cover all the service areas. And the funny thing is, I watched that show while eating quails. Anyways, guys, my name is Viet Boy, and thank you for listening, and thanks for Ben Liam for having me on the show. Thank you.
Give it up for Viet.